everyone, it's Melanie Johnson, co-owner of Elite Online Publishing, along with Jenn Foster, my other co-owner. Hey, Jenn, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. I'm really excited about today's interview.
You know, we are a woman-owned business, so we love other women-owned business. We love women entrepreneurs. We love women who promote women's business. And Suzanne Peters is here with us today. So, oh my gosh, she is the founder of Women for Women to Women Network. And, you know, this really helps women to connect, to help empower, celebrate women businesses. And there's so many different, you want to say starting a business is starting a business, which is really kind of true, but it is a little different from women. We have different hurdles and different things. We're moms. We have just, we take care of husbands. Sorry, husbands are more high maintenance than wives. I'm just sorry. Usually it is. I'm just putting it out there. So anyway, we're going to go deep into this. We're going to get all kinds of great tips today from Suzanne Peters, owner of Women to Women. Suzanne, thank you for joining us today.
Hi, thank you for having me. It is a pleasure to be here. You have so much energy. I'm just gonna feed off of that. It's like, wow.
Well, we're happy you're here, Suzanne. So tell us a little bit about the Women to Women Network and how you got it started.
Well, Woman to Woman Network started for me actually talking to myself. I know, right? It sounds funny, but there was a point in time when I was so depressed and so out of it that I literally stood in front of my mirror every day and talked to myself, woman to woman. And because just that saying was so powerful to me, it was so ingrained in me that I decided, you know what? I'm going to call my business Woman to Woman because this is what got me started into becoming the woman I am today. So now you know.
Love it.
Dealing with women entrepreneurs all the time, what are you seeing are some of the biggest challenges that women entrepreneurs are facing today?
What is the word I'm looking for? Imposter syndrome. Oh my goodness. Listen, we as women in business can be so good together. We are so powerful by ourselves, but when we are together, we are so much more. Yet we allow ourselves to talk ourselves out of doing the things we really want to do, out of collaborating with other women, out of putting ourselves in the spaces and places that we need to be in if we really want to grow. So I would definitely say imposter syndrome, at least for me and for the women I have worked with over the years. Imposter syndrome is always number one. Now, there are other things that come into that. There are other things, but that's always the one that stands out. I mean, I can talk to 10 women now, and 9 out of 10 of them, the problems they are having as to why they can't do what they want to do or move forward and accomplish the goals they want to in their life and business, it comes right back down to some form of imposter syndrome. I mean, you can relate, right? It's big. It's a big deal for us. But the moment we realize, listen, we all want what's good for ourselves, but we also want to see those other women win. The moment we realize we want the same thing, that's when everything just more or less works itself out. That you are able to look at others and say, listen, if she can do this, so can I. Why am I talking myself out of this? Why don't I think I'm good enough? Why am I just looking at other people and cheering them on and not even cheering myself on? That is so huge.
So true.
Yes, I agree. And I think it's that self-talk as with the imposter syndrome, because, when I first started out in business, that's how I felt. It was like, am I good enough? Can I do it? Do I need someone else to help me, or can I do it myself? And you have that imposter syndrome, even though if I look back, I had everything that I needed to run the business. I was doing awesome. I just really needed to be my own cheerleader, which I wasn't. So I think we need more of that. And like you said, that woman to woman talk, like just looking yourself in the mirror and just having that self-talk that's positive and stop the negativity talk, right? Like stopping that self-talk that is so putting ourselves down when we would never say that to anyone else. So why do we say it to ourselves, right?
No, and another thing, we give other people so much grace. Yet it's one of the last things that we tend to give ourselves. I mean, we make a mistake along the way. Something goes wrong. It doesn't go the way it's supposed to. Instead of giving ourselves the grace, we would give someone else to listen. You can do this. Mistakes happen. That's okay. Just shake it off, learn from it, and walk forward. Instead, we would be so down on ourselves instead of sharing ourselves on the way we would other people. You know, like
You know, my dad was he was born in 1931, and back then they just said like put him in a special class. He had learning, couldn't read really well, was hyper, all of that kind of AD, dyslexic, what they would have called you today. And one of the things that I thought was so beautiful about my dad, especially he would screw up all the time, but he really learned that self-grace, that forgiveness. And so when he threw that onto us kids of I would screw up and he'd be like, oh, it's no big deal. You screwed up. So that was today. Tomorrow will be better. Next time you won't screw up, just move on, keep moving forward. I try and give that to my kids about learning to forgive yourself, give that grace to yourself. You make such a good point about collaborating with women. Give us some tips that you might tell some of your people in your community, like you're telling them you should collaborate with other people in this community. And so much of us get in our own little bubble that maybe we're afraid to reach out. We don't know if they'll accept us, or it might just go, you'll send that email out or their phone call and they never reach out back. Give us some tips on first steps of how we should reach out and collaborate with other women.
First steps is being open to the idea of collaboration, because a lot of people talk it. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say, but they're not willing to walk that walk. So to be completely open with the idea of collaboration and know that it's going to be a win situation. It's not one person get all the business and the other one suffer. That's not the way collaboration works. Secondly, I can do better. I can tell you how I do my networking. And to me, it's one of the best ways. You see, a lot of people tend to sit behind their computers. They're seeing all these amazing events going on and so much taking place. And they're just here like, wow, I want to do those things. I want to meet those people. I want to make some business besties. My advice is to get out there and actually meet people for real. So what I started doing, because when I would tell people this, they'll be like, well, I don't know where to go. Well, I don't know what to do. So that's when we started hosting our monthly networking events. So now we host monthly networking events for women entrepreneurs or aspiring women entrepreneurs. And every month we would just come together to network, make friends, exchange ideas, support each other on and off social media. If someone is having an event, we purchase tickets to go support. And it's all about sharing, giving to other businesses what you want them to give to you, or giving to other women in businesses, supporting them the way you want others to support you. So the way I teach this, the way I push this is for them to, what is the word I'm looking for? They said you give more, you give without looking for return. That is the way I put it. Support. Don't worry about what is coming back to you immediately. You just support. How can you connect with that person? How can you support that person's business? How can you support their event? Even if you purchase a ticket, you may not be able to attend, but you can gift that to someone else. And that's the way it goes, because what happens, and this is what I have been doing over the years, I have supported thousands of women in businesses without asking for anything, not a cent, nothing in return. But because of all of that giving and all of that willingness to support other women like me, it's all coming back to me right now. It's working in my favor. So when you're looking to network and get out there, don't just think about what's in it for me. Think about how can I support this business? How can I impact this woman's life? How can I help other people accomplish their goals? Because regardless of who you help, regardless of how many people you help, it all comes right back around to you. So network with an open mind, but also an open heart. That's what
I love that. Like that good karma, or what goes around comes around, like really putting it out there to give, and then it will come back. And maybe you don't ever have that feeling of I need something to come back, just always have the feeling of giving.
Mhm.
I like that.
It works wonders. And I think I got so into that way of life when I learned about the law of attraction. And I literally applied that idea to every area of my life. And I am a very happy woman. I am a very happy woman. Let me put it like that.
The mindset too is being happy, like you say, have the mindset of being, having that energy and getting over that fear of stepping out into doing that. What are some other business challenges that you're seeing out there for women today?
Some other business challenges I am seeing. Women keep limiting themselves. And when I say that, I mean, you can't want something you're not willing to invest in. So I have seen women, they want the big business, they want the six figures, the $1 million business, and all of this, but they're not willing to invest in themselves. So they tend to keep themselves boxed in. And when you are in this box, it doesn't matter how far you try to stretch, you can only go so far. So be willing to invest in yourself and your goals, because you're not going to get anywhere. And if you do get anywhere, it's going to be at such a slow pace. Like, for instance, a simple example with respect to social media. I have, over the years, heard people say, one of the best way to grow your business online is by spending a lot of time online, posting every day, doing this, doing that. But for me, I wanted a faster way. So what I learned is you can invest time, you can invest money, or you can invest both. I decided to go with both because I wanted to get where I wanted to go fast. Because the sooner I get to my goals, the more I can enjoy my life and do the things I want to do. But yet, so many young business owners out there, they don't do those things. They're not willing to step out of the box. And even a simple example, as well as getting a coach. A lot of people still don't understand this whole concept of coach. Someone who wants to write a book, I'm talking about this generation of entrepreneurs that have been meeting up, right? You want to write a book? Get a coach, get someone who can guide you and take you along that journey to make sure you write that book successful, that it comes out what you want it to be, rather than going to try it and figure it out on your own. Spend how much years writing this one book? Now, had you had a coach, someone to give you that step-by-step plan that works, it would have worked out a lot different, right? Well, it's the same with building a business. It's the same with starting your own coaching business. It's the same with whatever you want to do, your area of expertise or that area you want to get in. My advice is always to find someone who is doing what you want to do, someone who is where you want to be. But when you find that person, be willing to invest, make the sacrifice, and do whatever it takes so that you can learn from them. Learn everything you can from them and apply it to your business. And your business is going to explode. You are going to be hitting your goals one after the other because you chose to make yourself and your goals a priority.
I love that. I love that you say put
Biggest
yourself,
challenge.
out of the box, because a lot of times people just, oh, I don't know if I can do that. So just that out of the box thinking and going out there and actually seeing people in person and getting things done. I love that you said that. Just be open.
Yes.
It works. It works wonders.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and it goes back to that mindset. That's great, great business advice. Well, thanks for being here today, Suzanne Peters, Woman to Woman founder. If you're looking for a group to join, make sure you join her group. Tell us where we can find you.
Oh, you can find me on social media at the Woman to Woman Coach or at the Woman to Woman Network. Or my website is the same thing, woman2womannetwork.com. They all
Awesome.
lead to the same place.
Great. We'll put that up in the show notes. People can click on the links and follow you and find you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to share it also with my community.
Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming today. And if you're looking to write a book, remember to look us up, eliteonlinepublishing.com. We work with a limited amount of people. Hit that author submission button, but we do guarantee your book will hit a bestseller. So we'll see you next time. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, are you looking to increase your revenue, build credibility, and elevate your brand? This podcast is brought to you by Elite Online Publishing, an innovative publishing and full spectrum marketing company. They will publish and market your book to make it a #1 bestseller. Becoming an author is the best way to market your business. So contact them at eliteonlinepublishing.com today. All of their authors become #1 bestsellers.